welcome to As Seen on TV. I'm Christina Leo, your host, and with me is Sev.
Hello.
Umi.
Hi.
Dom.
How's it going?
And Squirrel. Night Chicken? What am I calling you?
Night Chicken. Yeah.
Night Chicken. Sorry. So...
Did you notice I'm in the TARDIS?
Totally.
No, actually. I was too busy looking at my fez.
An amazing fez.
So...
She has vanity.
She's got a bow tie, too.
Alright. It was a longer episode than normal, wasn't it? It was like an hour and a half.
Yeah, 90 minutes.
The special.
I didn't notice.
Yeah. Well,
I
at
did.
first I thought it was just like an episode that had so much shit in it, but then I looked and I think it's longer than normal. Yeah.
It still had a lot of shit in it.
It still had a lot of shit in it for the, you know, the time that they squished stuff in. So, what do we think about this episode? This is Matt Smith's last episode.
Yay!
Yay!
I thought it was a piss poor way to send him out, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed.
Really?
They squished way too much. They had too many loose ends to tie up, and they squished them all into one episode, and it was just a clusterfuck of shit.
So no
That's
one
what I
liked
actually
this
liked
episode?
about it.
I didn't enjoy it like I should have. I mean, if they
Yeah.
wouldn't have like tried to tie up all the loose ends in one episode, that'd been fine. If they would have maybe stuck with the whole crack in the wall as the main instead of all this other crap going all over the place, it might have been a little better.
Yeah, I thought there was way too many side plots. Yeah, I understand that I have not watched the rest of the series, and this is only the second episode that I've seen. But even so, I knew that this crack in the wall was the thing from like 4 seasons ago that was carrying over. Like, I'm still in on the know. That doesn't mean just because I'm watching them doesn't mean that I don't understand what's going on, not knowing, like, not having watched them. Like, I understood that there was a lot of loose ends that they were tying up, and there's a lot of like in-jokes and stuff that they were doing, but it just seemed like too much all at once, and they shoved way too much in there. I don't know. It didn't come off right to me. It seemed very forced, and that's not what you want for like a farewell episode for Matt Smith. You kind of want to do something that's gonna honor him almost, and it just,
I mean,
I didn't get that.
I felt like that, but with the whole, you know, the amount of time he spent on Trenzalore, I felt that same way, but not with all the tie-in, the loose things being tied up. I thought that was, you know, just taking all the ends and.
So how long was he really on Trenzalore? Like 500 years?
300 years.
300?
No,
300?
300 was the first time she came back.
Yeah.
And then
he sent her away.
sent her away again. And then she came back. What was it? Another 200 years
I
or
don't
something?
know.
It was.
Wow.
I don't think they really tell you.
Yeah.
Either way, it was a
Well,
long time.
It was a
How old
long
is the
time.
doctor now then?
Old as fuck.
It's 500 years. That he's 1,800 or 1,700.
They never really. I mean, you can go back as far as. I think the only doctors actually really talked about its age recently is Tennant, and you can go back to different episodes and kind of figure it out. I know some people have figured it out online. I don't have the website for that, but you can get an estimate. But no one really knows the exact age of the Doctor.
Well, he was at the at the beach scene where he got killed multiple times. He was like 1400 and then 1200, and then like, you know, just back and forth, different phases of him. So yeah.
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 And
Anyway,
Yeah.
this is about the Doctor staying for Christmas, and what did we think about that play on the word Christmas?
Har har.
I thought it was extremely cheesy, and I know that's what they were trying to do, but
Yeah.
it's just too cheesy for me. And I love Velveeta and their shortages of
God.
cheese, so I love cheese. I'm all about cheesy.
Different kind of cheese.
Right,
Yes.
but this was just
Had to
this
try
was
to
just
work
too
that one
cheesy
in
for
there.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, I don't know. And the whole truth force field, it's like then you start asking, why is this the only place on here? Why do they have this? Why? And then there's more questions than answers. It's kind of like they just plopped them down here.
Well, no, they answer that. The truth bubble was because of the crack. The Time Lords wanted to make sure that if the Doctor said his name, that it was actually true.
So was that crack there from the very existence of the town Christmas, or it just showed up and they didn't bother asking questions, or?
Yeah, it's probably if not from the beginning, then so long that it's just
always been there.
Thing.
The truth bubble was just an excuse to put the town of Christmas in a snow globe.
Quite possibly.
That's been the prophecy for. Has it been a whole season or a season and a half?
He dies on
Doctor cannot tell a lie. He cannot lie when he's asked what his name is. So.
Not necessarily, I don't know. He's been asked quite a few times.
Yes, but at Trenzalore. Because the whole thing is like on Trenzalore at the fall of the 11th, the Doctor cannot lie. I forget how that whole thing goes, but it's something about he's got to tell the truth and silence will fall and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the other stuff.
All that other stuff.
I know Dom said this before that he didn't think it was necessary for like Clara's family to be there at Christmas and stuff, but knowing and now I like an idiot have forgotten what exactly happened because Clara's parents used to be dead. Like she used to, right? Am I right?
No, her mom died.
Her mom died.
That's her stepmom.
I can totally see why.
Okay.
Okay.
I got confused because I thought that was her actual mom. Never mind.
No.
Okay.
That's her stepmom.
I thought there was
because she doesn't call her mom. She doesn't call her mom, and he doesn't call her your mom. He called her by her name.
Oh, okay.
And her mom died in the same blow up. The people did this. What was it? The same blow up that happened when Rose went with the knife.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, I mixed that up with Amy's parents then.
Mm-hmm.
That Amy's okay.
Amy's parents died.
Moving on.
I just thought that was another thing that was just like too forced. Like I get there was an in joke and the Doctor never stays for dinner. Like I get that. That's a thing. But there was too much of that. Like if they just did like a short little scene of it at the very beginning of the episode and then at the very end of the episode, it would have been fine. But they tried to incorporate too much of it throughout the episode that it came off as extremely forced and crammed for time in there.
Well,
I didn't like the fact that he kept sending her back, and it's like this is ridiculous.
Did it
this
twice.
Is stupid.
And I don't get that because he shouldn't have been able to lie. Did he not lie? How did he phrase that when he sent her back the second time?
He didn't tell her a lie. He just said, "Here, take this, put it into the console of the TARDIS."
No, but she said, "Promise you'll never send me back," and he said, "I won't do it." But
yeah,
because he didn't do it.
He didn't do it. The TARDIS did.
Oh.
Yeah, she did it.
When she put the thing in the TARDIS, it sent her back.
Okay. Right.
I do have one thing about Clara's family. I mean, her grandma, an amazing person. Like, I wanted to kiss her.
Yes.
And then, he walks in, he's got the hologram on. Clara's got her personal hologram. They all see him naked.
Yeah.
And they're all like, whoa. And grandma's like, oh, hells yeah, come here. Come here.
When are we playing Twister?
Are we playing Twister?
Yeah. That was the cute part.
Why do you have to go to church naked?
Because it's the papal mainframe and that's their dogma.
What's the dogma?
To show that you come in peace. You don't have any
you have nothing to hide? Yeah, I don't know. That's just a rule they made up.
Yeah, it just seemed funny.
And they wanted to see boobies.
Yeah, probably. Give those army guys something to look at.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't get the same welcome if I walked into church naked.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Although you should probably try it and film it. It might be funny.
There we go.
No. I get arrested.
At that, please.
I get arrested. Public indecency.
Not public, it's a private building.
So Clara runs into the silence, and this is another example of the Doctor not really educating his companions. Like, she was not well informed enough to know. And the angels too. She had no idea. They walked. Did everyone shit like a ton of bricks when the angels were popping out of the snow?
I love the angels. I never shit my bricks anytime I any of the episodes, but this time I did. Just a little bit.
Yeah, it was creepy. It was totally creepy.
At first I thought someone frozen, someone died or whatnot, you know?
Yeah,
it was Trenzalore.
I totally knew. I totally knew. As soon as that hand had that certain...
I
was like,
I
that's
don't know,
a
at
weeping
first I
angel.
thought,
I'm out.
well, it's Trenzalore. I thought maybe, dead people. Go figure.
Yeah.
But it's before all that. But, yeah.
I was like, ha ha ha, snow angels.
Oh, God.
Of course.
It's messed up.
They're horrible.
I know. We all know this.
Yeah, because and everything that comes back from the Doctor's past in this episode, Clara has no clue. Like, she's like, "Who's Amy? What's a weeping angel?"
Yeah,
no idea what the silence is.
Yeah,
he has. I don't think he's been with her long enough to kind of tell her these things.
That could be true. It's probably
he really hasn't.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to actually go through the hurt of being with, going over Amy again. It's kind of like talking about Rose, it's kind of just a sore subject for him.
Yeah, but when he was first traveling with Martha, he talked about Rose like all the time.
Yeah.
That's fine. I didn't like Martha.
I love Martha.
See, I liked Martha.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right.
Snow angels.
Snow angels. It's terrible.
I
never want to make a snow angel again. Let's come to life and kill me.
Don't you guys got snow?
No, we
It's
don't
gone.
have snow. Yeah.
The snow's gone.
The snow's gone.
It's almost gone.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain, and all the snow was gone.
Whoa. That was a bad turn for the spider.
Right, so the Doctor sort of changed his fate again. Is that going to mean that Trenzalore is not his final resting place, or are we going to come back around to this again, and in the future sometime it is going to become a graveyard?
Well, since he's got a whole new cycle of regions, wouldn't that change his complete fate?
Do we know that this is a
yes
cycle of regions?
Full cycle. He said when Claire went and found him after the explosion in the TARDIS, he says a whole new regen cycle. Okay. I went back and watched it. So he said a whole new regen cycle. It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
So
this show's going to have twice as many episodes now as it currently does. It's 800 episodes.
At 1,600 episodes, Doctor number 24. They'll figure this out.
All right.
I'm not even going to be alive when that shit's still going on.
Right.
It's just going to keep going.
I hope. Unless it starts to suck, and then they should probably just stop for a while.
Well, given the current rate, about 120 more years or so.
Yeah.
And then they'll just do a reboot.
Yeah.
Was it a bit of a letdown that we still don't know the Doctor's name?
No.
Not really. I mean
it adds to the mystery.
Yeah, I was interested, when they first mentioned it, like, I don't know, with Tennant and stuff, like, and then it just kind of like, no, just call him the Doctor. It fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because that will definitely, like, destroy some of whatever mystery there is if we know his actual name. Plus, it'll be in Gallifreyan, and we won't be able to say it anyway, probably.
Probably. There is that.
No, it just adds more to the mystery. I'd like the fact that there's unanswered questions. It's kind of like Lost. Like, you watched Lost, and if they answered everything that you wanted them to answer, there would have been no reason for you to keep watching. The whole point of the show was to watch for the mystery. So if they reveal everything, they answered a lot of questions this episode. A lot of questions people were wondering, for a long time, 4 or 5 seasons now. Mm-hmm. And If they give you everything there's no reason to keep watching. So there's still some kind of mystery there, and I like that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo.
Yeah. So, the Matt Smith's last, monologue, I got choked up because it was very, relating the Doctor to the human experience, and how do you think that, that compared to Tennant's final speech?
I don't go.
Yeah, I don't want to go. I don't know. He just, I don't. Maybe it didn't seem long enough to me, even though he spent all that time, playing the human life, and then at the end when he's changing, it just doesn't seem like it's meaningful enough because it just all of a sudden he starts changing, and then there's Peter, and it's like, where's the connection?
The whole thing, it was the regen. I mean, him blowing up the Daleks, that was part of the regen. And since it was a whole new a whole new cycle, it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same.
I don't know.
I
I
actually
just
liked
didn't
that
feel the connection.
regeneration better. Like the animation of it, instead of just like exploding everywhere and orange junk just shooting everywhere, it would just like snap.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it might have been something because it is a regeneration cycle that has been gifted to him from the Time Lords. It's not his genetics. That it's going to be like that from now on. We don't know, but I don't know. I liked the other ways better.
Or maybe this is just the one-time deal. This is just how this one is.
Time.
Yeah,
Jumping
probably,
into the
because
new
he
cycle.
did expend a lot of that regen energy, blasting the Daleks, so
Yeah.
it could have just been at the end, at that point, it was just like, there's no more poof.
There's no more poof. Just
There's no more
Yeah,
poof.
just
It's just
snap.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. I don't know. This is my first regeneration that I've experienced, and I thought it was extremely lackluster. I expected a lot more oomph out of it, and
Guys, this podcast is depressing me. I really loved this episode.
sorry.
See,
I can't force myself to like something that I didn't like, but
the whole time we've been talking about this, like I've been the only one that's like, yeah, I actually liked this episode. Everybody's like, it was depressing to me. It let me down. I was expecting more. Like,
No,
I didn't like it.
Too.
It just
it's what we're saying that's depressing me.
Yeah.
the thing
it's
that
not that I didn't like it. It's just I've been through a couple, Christmas episodes. I've been through a couple regens, and this one just didn't live up to the other ones.
I thought it was a pretty bad way for Matt Smith to go out, to be completely honest.
I think this ending was different because Matt Smith was such a different Doctor. And
yeah, and I mean, maybe it's more powerful because it was a letdown. Like,
that doesn't make sense.
It does, because it's more memorable to us because it stood out as being so different and unlike the others.
Okay. Yeah. It didn't let me down though.
So I don't know, like.
But I loved his performance in this episode. Like, I love his performance in everything.
Yes, I do have to agree with you there. His performance was great from the very beginning until the end. It was just, I wanted more out of the transition from Matt to Peter.
I wanted Matt Smith to regenerate into Matt Smith.
That happened with David Tennant.
I was going to say Tennant did that.
So
I loved that line, though, when they were talking about naming off the doctors in the regeneration count. He was like, so you've got 2 more regenerations left. No, you remember old Grumpy? He might not call himself a doctor, but that was the doctor. Okay, we got 1 more left. No, 10 regenerated twice. I had vanity issues then. I loved that line.
That was a good line.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it just me, or
can we take a second to talk about the Cyberman head?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How
his
adorable
Wilson.
it was. What do you call it?
His Wilson. It was his Wilson syndrome.
It was his Wilson.
Did he call them handles?
Handles, yes.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't get any of that, I guess.
Yeah, that was just new. That wasn't a thing.
Yeah. Did Kirsty freeze?
She looks frozen. She's got this lovely look on her face.
Yeah.
She's just about to say something.
She totally has something to say, but we're caught in suspense here. We have no idea.
Pretty sure she's a Dalek.
Yep, there she goes.
She's like, oh.
Later, Chrissy. We'll see you in a few.
She's like, oh. The whole frames, everything are gonna get so distorted when she actually drops the call. So, yeah, everybody's gonna be all over the place.
Oh, yay!
Well, then I'll just,
Musical squares.
This.
No, like you're not even gonna be able to see your guys' faces. Fade to black.
Yeah,
So, who here thinks Chrissy is a Dalek?
I know she is.
She tries
That
to
was-
wear that fez and the bow tie and mask herself
thing
into looking like a
it's just
doctor,
gonna
but she really is.
Come out right over her forehead.
Yeah. No, that was horrible. That was poorly done.
Not the first
No,
time it's
that's-
happened.
That's the same as Clara did before, though. And I
Poorly
feel all the
done.
other doctors-
Poorly done. And I didn't like that episode either.
No, that's not the first. When Clara, when she erased him, yeah, there was that lady got turned. They started. Well, they're limited. They don't have human bodies anymore. So where do they go to make more?
There we go.
Everybody's all over the place. So I'm now in the TARDIS.
Did it work?
Oh,
It's
and,
hottest.
and I guess Chrissy's back.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's Christy?
Yes. Y'all
Oh,
sound
she's-
like Daleks.
Ay.
Wait, exterminate.
So real quick question, because now that I see you holding that up, didn't they mention that it doesn't work on wood? And I thought last episode it did.
It worked on that one specific wood because of its resonant frequency.
Yes, but it should work on wood.
But he doesn't remember that it works on
It's
wood.
supposed to work on wood now.
But he doesn't remember.
Oh, he doesn't
Yeah.
remember.
He doesn't
He
remember.
doesn't
Remember?
remember that it worked on wood.
No,
Yeah,
because as
that's
soon as
what it
all
is.
the other ones went back into their own timeline, he forgot.
Yeah.
She's
Just
a Dalek.
like when,
She's totally a Dalek.
Everyone's
Look,
a
her
Dalek.
eyes are closed. She's a Dalek.
and when the handle said it was Gallifrey, he's like, "That's not Gallifrey." And then Clara's like, "Well, maybe you saved it like you thought you did."
Yeah.
So he thought maybe I could have saved it. I don't know, but he doesn't remember. So he doesn't remember that works on wood now.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll find that out.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll figure it out that it does work on wood, but it doesn't work on turkey.
Turkey, no, it doesn't work on turkey.
No,
That sucks.
no, it
Those
There's
doesn't.
no
work on
app for
turkey.
turkey.
No app. Let me see. Nope. No app.
No, damn.
There's no turkey setting on that thing?
No, there
No.
isn't. There's that.
Set for stun.
Wrong show.
Wrong show indeed.
Yeah. So he doesn't
Yeah.
remember.
I lost track.
We were talking about Daleks while you were gone, because you're a Dalek.
Cool. Yeah. So of
And the
course
whole-
it comes down to the church and the Daleks.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
The Daleks weren't as scary as, say, the Weeping Angels, or as creepy as the wooden Cyberman. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
no, Daleks,
Those silence are creepy as.
But I mean,
they are creepy.
They're not as creepy as the Dementors from Harry Potter.
No.
which are not as creepy as the Nazguls from Lord of the Rings. So
This,
we
yeah,
can keep going.
yeah. There's a whole chain here that we can go.
I mean, it's not as creepy as Vanilla Ice.
Right.
Okay, I think you win. Right there, that's
Yes!
the ender. That's the ender.
Well, then there was Snow. He was pretty creepy. But he's from
Yeah.
Canada. He has explaining to do.
Who are we talking about? See, I'm from Canada. I don't know.
Who's from Canada?
Snow was a person? It's not a
Informer.
thing.
Look it up.
In what?
Yeah. Okay, now, yeah. It's a song. Informer by Snow. Gotta go on YouTube and play that when we're not recording.
All right.
All right. Onward and forward.
get back on track.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Daleks. I don't know. I think the Daleks will always be that. Like this, just the. Maybe not. I don't know. They'll always be the main, like, villains for.
Yeah,
for
I think they will.
That sounds like something a Dalek would say.
I don't know. Ever since I've been watching, I mean, equally, they've had Dalek and Cyberman interactions, and they've brought in some, like, other monsters here and there, aliens, and, you know, the Cybermen and the Daleks are always the head of everything, and...
Yeah. But the Daleks do kind of kick the Cybermen's butts a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also something a Dalek would say.
It is. I don't know what I'd do with my little Dalek minion. I would get him and have him exterminate you, but I've misplaced him.
Oh.
Shoot, there was something I was just gonna say.
I was just wondering, how did you guys like the way Moffat portrayed the whole, actually put in that this was his supposedly last regen, when there could have been so many other possibilities?
Well, he kind of hinted at that in an interview a few weeks ago or before, where it's like people were talking about it. It's like, no, this is definitely his last one. This is, there's no possibility of escape, but we'll figure something out. It's like,
yeah, I think
like
it was maybe. I think the way he explained it was like the simplest way, because there was so many other ways that it could have happened.
Yeah.
The simplest way was, I didn't write it like that, so you know what? This is how it's gonna be, and this is how I'm gonna make it.
Because back in the classics, that's what they set it at. But they also, if you remember, he's like told the Daleks are like, these are the rules, and he's like, don't tell me the rules.
Yeah.
So it could have been that the Time Lord set that number as a rule, but as we all know, rules are meant to be broken, and they were definitely broken.
And I mean, that's what happened in the movie, with the Eighth Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He had mentioned that 12 was the limit, and the Master had used up all of his. But then the Master comes back in that movie, and then he comes back twice. He's got 2 more regenerations after that in the modern Who series. So there are loopholes. I just think the Doctor didn't have one up his sleeve.
No, I think they have, they like every, okay, you can only do this many times, because otherwise they can continue.
No, I understand. I get that.
Yeah.
Because if there was no limit, they'd just regenerate forever. Like they found that loophole. Yeah, because the Time Lords were just normal people, and then they, through the time vortex, found that they could, use that power and regenerate. And it's like, oh, we got to put a cap on this, because peeps just keep living.
People keep on going on.
Yeah.
Can't do that. But yeah, so obviously rules were broken.
So what makes him so special in the first place? Why does he even get to regen?
It's
Ooh,
the
that's
racial
the
ability.
Yeah, the Doctor.
That's just a thing that Time Lords do. All Time Lords is
It's a
regenerate.
racial ability. It's not anything special to him.
How did he get to become a Time Lord?
He was born.
That's his
there.
species.
That's their species.
How come I'm not a Time Lord?
Because you're a human.
You're not
You were
from
born on
Gallifrey. Yes.
The people of Trenzalore, evolved that way.
Don't worry. You're not Gallifreyan, but you are a vampire.
Not
so it's
Trenzalore.
all right.
I meant Gallifrey. I said Trenzalore. I'm gonna go sit in a corner.
Sit in the car. Bye.
Sit in the corner.
But Gallifrey's a painting.
Technically, yes.
Technically.
Well, no, isn't it just like
It was on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Pocket dimension? It's existing in like a pocket dimension. Do we think we're gonna see it?
Yeah.
Now that
Yeah,
it's
maybe
now
not
that
right
they're
away,
back.
but yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I think he might find a way to get back over there, but I don't think they're going to find a way to get over here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, there's always been a way to get to another dimension, because as we've known with Rose and stuff, there is that other dimension. I'm not sure it'd be in that one, to be honest, but like there is a way to get there.
But every time you go in there, it rips a hole.
Yeah.
So
You break things.
he tries not to do that.
Hmm.
Doesn't mean he doesn't do it. He tries not to.
He tries not to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
don't wanna
difference.
rip that space-time continuum in half.
I know, right?
Again.
Are we excited for Peter Capaldi? Like, we gotta wait like 6-7 months now, right?
Yeah. I'm
God damn it.
kind of
Are we
excited to
excited?
see how he does.
I'm excited because I think he has a lot to bring, but I think as him being older, he's not what most viewers would think of when they think the Doctor.
Yeah.
And it also goes back to what is your doctor. You know, like my doctor, I would probably say between 9 and 10. Because when 9 regen to 10, I didn't like 10 very much at the beginning. But then when 10 went into 11, I was just like, all right, I'm done. This is, I'm pissed off now, you know? But, and I think that's why I never really got attached to Matt Smith's doctor. I never got attached to 11 like that. So when he regened, it was just like, oh, okay, next.
You know what? I feel like you gotta get attached, and that's sort of the point. Get attached every time, because that's what happens with the Doctor. He travels with a companion, he gets attached, but then he's gotta leave them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of
but
how we should be with the Doctor.
But, you know, if they continued the way they were going, in a couple of years, the Doctor would be 12 years old. Will be played by a 12-year-old actor.
Oh, yeah. No.
So they can't really do that. I mean, they have gone the back and forth with old and young before. And I just think you're going from a doctor you're used to and you're comfortable with and you love all the things into something new, and you're like, I don't like it.
Well,
change.
my
I'm done.
doctor.
I'm done. I don't. Mm-mm.
My doctor's the War Doctor.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
How
That's
can
the
you
first
not
episode
love
of
the War
That was
Doctor?
the War
That
Doctor
was
was
his
amazing.
first Doctor, so yeah.
Yeah.
I miss him already.
No. He didn't last very long. I don't know. I'm not exactly sold on Peter yet. I mean, I've seen people comment that he reminds them of House and that, you know, they love the character House. And I've seen memes of him making all these facial expressions from that scene he was in, and they matched it with a goose that was really, really angry. And I was like, you know what? That really fits. He just looks like an angry goose. So I'm not sold on him yet.
John Hurt. I hope they bring him back for something. I want a miniseries with John Hurt.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
They haven't, I don't think.
What, War Doctor?
No.
Is that what we're
Yes.
talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. You don't
That'd be
know
really cool.
Peter's what he's going to bring with the Doctor yet. We haven't got enough.
There
to know
hasn't been
what-
enough interaction, but
How he's going to play it and how he's going to do it. Because right now, I mean, after a regen, they kind of forget who they were before. They kind of have a temporary amnesia
yeah.
before it all comes back. And then you start seeing their personality, and then you start seeing their
Yeah, see, I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought
I didn't realize that they had like amnesia or something like that.
I thought that when they were talking about the show and they're saying, well, yeah, this is the show that Matt Smith is going to step away and Capaldi's going to take over. I thought there was actually going to be more time where it would actually have a little bit of Peter Capaldi in it, not just like the last 5 seconds, you know.
I was a little disappointed in that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't expect like half the show or something like that, but, you know, maybe 5 minutes or so.
something more. You just want
Something,
wanted
more than him complaining about his kidneys.
You didn't like the color.
Yeah.
Well,
That was
what David Tennant did when David Tennant first regened. Well, no, when Eccleston regened is like new teeth.
Yeah.
Still
and then
not
he kind of
ginger.
went into a coma.
Yeah, he wants to be a redhead so bad. Why can't they make that happen? Even if it's just like for like half an episode.
Still not ginger. I know. He needs to be ginger. Well, he's got 11 more chances to be ginger.
All over again.
Yeah.
Well, the next Doctor after Peter Capaldi is going to be Rupert Grint, so there you go.
No, please, no, I can't.
Who?
No.
Who?
Ron
Weasley from
Weasley.
Harry Potter.
Oh God, no.
Yes, God, no.
He would be the proper
Horrible. I'm sorry.
age, wouldn't he? Like he's already
Well,
like.
He's in his 20s.
They're saying that Peter Capaldi is likely to stay on for like 8 years or so. So it's just
You
whatever.
never know.
Wow. Yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
He said he wants to do a long
He's my
run.
age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course
so
in
he
8
wants
years,
to do
we're
a
gonna
long
be
run.
32.
Yeah, what he wants to do and what's actually going to happen are two different
Buckle
things.
up.
Yeah,
We're in for
that
the
was-
long haul.
You never
I
know.
like it. I'd like
Yeah.
to see Doctor stick around for more than 4 seasons, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited to see what he brings to him. I'm very excited to
Yeah.
see how he interprets his Doctor, because that's basically what they do. It's their interpretation of the Doctor.
I'm
How
sure I'm gonna
he
end up
brings-
eating these words, but just from the little flash that I saw of him, I was not a fan.
Oh, I saw a picture of him a couple months ago and I wasn't a fan. So, I mean,
You know
there-
what? People weren't a fan of Tennant.
That's why I
when
said
the
I'm probably
first-
gonna end up eating these words, but I'm just saying my
I
first
don't-
impression was I was not impressed.
I don't make a decision
Well-
until at least the first episode of a new Doctor's term.
Technically-
So
Technically, our first impression was during the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
That's when we saw him first.
Well, just
Well-
like I said, I wasn't a fan of the 10th when Eccleston left. I wasn't a fan. It's just it takes a while because you're so used to that one. You're just like, wait a minute, this is not right.
well,
I
had
Eccleston was my
emotions.
favorite. He was my favorite. He was the most whimsical, and he just seemed the goofiest. And he had that, that tendency where he was talking about something really serious, and then he just had this shit-eating grin on his face, and I love
Yeah.
that.
What if Peter Capaldi doesn't
He's
work
my
out
first.
for them and they do something to regenerate the Doctor and he regenerates back into Matt Smith?
it is possible.
Oh man, that'd be interesting.
That would be
They
amazing.
all did that, though.
I don't think they'll do that. Nope.
I mean, they wouldn't pick him if he wasn't a good fit in the
No.
and like if they
Right.
That's.
thought about it. Yeah, so
I'm like, no, that's dumb for something that could happen in a show about a time-traveling alien. Am I all not fair? Or
I
you hear
just
me?
don't think they'll do it.
Yeah, we could hear you, but
Oh,
you're
good.
you're a Dalek.
You're
The
dumb.
camera's
Like-
frozen.
Yeah, you
In a
guys
very
were all like,
attractive pose.
It's just her Dalek operating system shutting down and
Yeah.
it's not operating properly.
Fight it. Just fight it.
You're like staring at the ceiling with your mouth wide
Okay,
open,
someone's
catching
gonna have to
flies.
take a scare.
yeah, I know, I see it.
It's the best.
I'm punching the screen, but nobody can see it, so I should.
Oh, there
No,
it
no,
goes.
we can totally see that.
We can see it now.
Yeah!
Yeah.
All right. Any last thoughts? Any final thoughts, guys?
Final thoughts.
Thoughts.
I wasn't impressed
Silence.
with this episode, but I will watch the next and the next after that.
Keep on watching.
Yep,
Yeah,
just keep on watching.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
Like,
I was a little surprised to see the silence there, since I thought he took care of them.
I like
Yeah,
how they
but-
explained how
Well-
the silence came up.
Yeah.
Well,
They're actually
And-
good guys now, aren't they?
no.
No,
No.
no,
well,
they were
I
the
actually-
good guys.
they were. Yeah, they were. They weren't
But-
just priests.
Yeah,
I
the group that River Song worked with originally, the Papal Mainframe, that became the Silence. That's kind of cool to me.
I had to look it up. Season 6, episode 2 was the Day of the Moon. When when the agent recorded what the silence said, and they said, "We have ruled your lives since your lives began." So they've been here for as long as we've been here,
Mm-hmm.
and
Do you have to be worried?
well, he
Yeah.
said you should kill us on sight, but you never will. No, but you will never remember us even being here or something like that. And your will is ours. They basically, in that episode, kind of said basically everything that we wanted to do. They put in our minds, like going to the moon. They wanted us to go to the moon because they wanted us to build a astronaut suit for River. It's a whole big old chain. You can get
Yeah.
into it. But yeah, so basically the science has been here since we've begun.
I don't know. I could have swore I saw the Silence actually standing behind Matt and fighting off all the baddies. So technically, they were kind of the good guys at that point, but they still, they're still assholes.
Yeah. They're still
Okay,
out.
they're still assholes, but they helped a little bit.
Well, it's either that or they die too. So who are they going to go with? The Daleks?
This is true.
No.
No,
I think the Daleks would murder him.
yeah.
So
And
The
at all,
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
something like that.
What?
the
Yes.
enemy of your enemy is your friend.
And I know I see on the little notes, the bow tie, out a little bit.
Yeah.
I think him dropping it on the ground was kind of a symbolized like his end. It was his time to go.
And that's what made me tear up. I was like, no, the bow tie can't leave. I want the bow tie. Stop it.
The
No.
bow tie is gone.
bow ties go.
No.
It's gone. Just
I'm gonna go.
deal with it.
Oh,
The bow tie is
no.
gone.
No.
Every doctor has a new outfit.
Yeah,
So,
that's
And a new
true.
thing.
new thing.
This one's gonna wear suspenders. Rainbow suspenders.
That's wasn't there a doctor that
Should have wore rainbow suspenders. Smith.
I think this doctor's gonna try to go the outfit of all the supernatural people. They wear the denim jacket with the shirt and then the t-shirt.
Whoa. I don't think Peter Capaldi can
you
pull
want him to wear a Canadian tuxedo?
I don't think Peter Capaldi can pull off a denim jacket.
You never know. You never know. It might make him look amazing, right? Because we sit there, we watch Dean Winchester and Sam Winchester, and we go, "Damn!" And they're all always in the same freaking outfit.
So we're gonna see Peter Capaldi in a bomber jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god, a bomber jacket.
Why
I
not?
don't know.
Better yet,
I'm
why
curious.
don't we just go completely off course and put him in a starter jacket?
A starter jacket. Oh dear lord.
Before I get kicked from the call again, let's,
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
wrap it up.
Wrap
Where
it
can
up.
the
For everything?
people find you?
Who, me?
You,
Yeah, you.
Sev.
Right there. At Savannah17 on Twitter.
I think every time I see it, it gets more hearts.
More
Okay.
hearts. All the hearts.
Love her more.
Only
More
where can the
loves.
people find you?
They can also find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Dom.
Do 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 do.
You know it's gonna happen.
Phenomenodom.
Yes, Phenomenon. PHENOMEDOM at Twitter.
Night Chicken, where can the people find you?
At Night
Oh,
Chicken 7.
snap.
Oh,
Whoa.
look at that fancy guy
Oh,
over
look
there.
at that. He is showing us all up.
Yeah,
Alright.
I got the only lower third since Dom's too lazy to make them for people.
Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa! Whoa!
All right.
Hey, that's
How
not a
long-
lower third. That's a mid-camera third.
Yeah, that's right in the middle.
That's a
That's
two-third.
because I can't. If I put it down at the lower third area, it's there.
That's right over the eyes.
So just move it up
Okay.
just a hair, just tiny hair. Boom! Now it's a lower third.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. See, and then next time when you reset the cameras, it won't be there.
No, it'll be in a completely different spot.
Yes.
It's okay.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
Is Christy gone?
You can find me. I had to write a new one. You can find me on most social media sites at Cleomoto, and you can find me on YouTube at LIOSMFVIDS. And you can find all of us on ASOTV podcast on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google Plus. Anything else? Am I missing something?
Gmail.
Gmail.
Gmail. What is your
Gmail.
Gmail?
ASOTVpodcast at gmail.com.
Gmail.com. There you go.
We're
So-
everywhere.
Until
We're-
next time,
We're taking over the world.
that's our show, guys.
A pinky and the brain.
Another amazing TV show.
Drop the fez.
Coming
Drop the
from
bow tie.
coming from the Dalek.
That's me.